Hey Matt, I got that voicemail on the phone here. I just threw this thing together quick, but it'll give Omar a better sense. And I spent some time down there actually, and that name sounds familiar over at the Mayan Palace. But anyway, what we're talking about is about four different products. Number one, the video touchscreen. We developed the first version of this we developed prior to the internet. We had a Mac Plus hooked to a Laserdisc player, and we burnt the video with Pioneer, and it cost $4,500 to look like a record, and that's how we were playing the video. But um, at the end of the cycle here is basically, as you can see, it has a menu on it, and we create the menu. We have the whole operating software, and then we have the complete video library in Cabo San Lucas of over, well, this is just a sample of it. We have more videos. This is the Cabo page you're going to see later on. But these are all videos that we have shot of tours and restaurants in Cabo. We've got a local guy there, so whatever it takes to shoot, we can get it done. And so we're able to provide the software, the video library, what we have, and whatever's missing we just shoot, and we can give you any hardware configuration from a 13 to a 42 inch. And but the thing is, it does have a touch screen on it, and the beauty of the touch screen is it plays a loop. And with our fleet of Droid helicopters, we're able to shoot amazing footage. This is a shot that we did in New York on the new World Trade Center. Probably not to be pompous, but that's the best shot I've seen actually, the World Trade Center. And so we can make movie motion picture quality videos. So when people are walking by the touchscreen and it's playing this beautiful 42-inch or 24-inch screen, it just captivates them. Like for instance, here's an example that you put them in places throughout the resort and just allow them people to go up, and they have a loop playing. It says touch me. It's got all this killer footage, and in fact that can be plugged into a bigger 42-inch plasma, and it's a self-serve unit, and you just allow those resort people not only to explore the Cabo library but also to explore Cancun and your other resorts and all the things to do there to obviously build up demand to go to those other destinations. The second thing is what we're proposing is to take the video, our library, and the video that we have playing on this page here, this was a racy video for one of the younger hip resorts. But we have the content. We can slice it, dice it, and re-edit it. Obviously, your clientele is not party, super party Cabo, and this other one was. But we'd effectively shoot. You can provide us some footage, and we can re-edit, tighten it up, come down and shoot some aerial footage with the Droid helicopters. And then drop in your resort video here, and then at the end of the video we've got these strong call to actions, like for instance, and this is part of what our technology does, is when someone watches a video on your of your resort, or any video for that matter, what we do at the end of the video, it basically, we say, hey, this is popular, you got to get a hold of us right away, so book online or click the call button. And we have a click the call button embedded in the video, and we're able to track how many times people call from the video. And just so you know, 70% of people that do a search on a mobile device um, end up making a phone call. So they want to make a phone call. So let's make it easy for them to make a phone call. And so that's how our video player gets the merchant tourism company's phone ringing. So what we do is we create this library, this web page with all this content, and then you give that link out to all your marketing partners. In fact, we can even customize it, and then we can tell you how much traffic each guy is bringing. But just like the way you give away color brochures, you need to give away a video page with all this content and put it on your website, link to it at the bottom of all the signatures of emails that are going out here, Explore Cabo, and basically give it to all the outside marketing contractors as a resource. And one thing is well, I'll get into the next point here. So when people watch video on our video player, and what it does is we take a video and we add a play video button to the guy's website. There's the play video button. And when you click on that, a player pops up. And now my window here is kind of small, but it just scales to the size of your monitor. And what happens is that it has a list of all the videos that are available in your destination. So let me just, oops. And so then what happens is when this is for West Coast sightseeing, and so here's their little embedded player. And then what happens is all their other videos are available here at the bottom. I'll send you this link and you can check it out. And so now the person can just sit there and access all the different videos that the people want to present. I mean, now this is a tour company, but at a timeshare company, it would say, why come to Cabo and why us? And here's the top things to do. Here's the top land act things to do. And the guy can just watch all the videos. And if he's on a mobile, at the end of each of the video, it has that click to call that drives the calls to the call center and so forth. So let me just bounce out of that, go back to this. So what we are talking about doing is in the Cabo San Lucas market, Matt is going to reach out to all the sightseeing tour companies and say, hey, here's our video player, give us your video or we'll shoot it. And what we're looking for is to align ourselves with one timeshare company, because when someone comes to Sunrider or Cabo San Lucas or Cabo Adventures, and we play that video, we put a cookie on their machine, and then we target that customer. It's called retargeting actually, and there's a little video on how that works. And so we do a retargeting service on behalf of the sightseeing tour company because it's the most cost effective way to get a customer, because when someone comes to your website, only 2% of the people buy, other people are in the sales funnel. But we can also retarget that customer immediately for a timeshare offer. And the way we do that is we'd say, hey, click here to see 50 videos of Cabo, not do you want to go on a timeshare presentation? And we know they have an interest in Cabo already. Then they click on the page and they see all the different things to do, i.e. this page. And we track them, and I can even give your call center the names of the people that watched over 30 minutes, and I can tell you exactly what they watched, and you can call them up and say, hey, do you want to go on I'll give you a free ATV tour and an Italian dinner, because that's what the guy watched, so you can totally personalize your gift to them. But that's a whole different matter. That usage of data by the customer can also be given to the sales guy on the sales line. He pulls it up on an iPad, and so when he goes on tour, he knows exactly if they're interested in La Paz or Cerrito, what type of activities they are. So he doesn't have to spend 20 minutes trying to guess around to figure out what their hot button is. He knows exactly what their hot button is, and he can just start from the first minute of the timeshare sale to be able to totally personalize that presentation that Cabo is the best destination in the world. So we're looking, basically in summary, is we're going to have warm leads of people that looked at sightseeing tour companies, and we can allow a timeshare company to retarget them. And what I mean by retargeting is that when I go on to my music service here, Zongza, and play my music, there's ads. And look, there's ads for this tour booking software and YouTube advertising. That's because I've been on those sites. And that's what retargeting is all about. It doesn't matter where the guy goes on the web, Facebook, Google, music sites, whatever. The retargeting companies have inventory at all those properties. And as soon as he shows up with that cookie address, they target the ad. Now the fourth thing is kind of an interesting thing. Is basically what we're proposing that a timeshare company does is they buy these Oculus goggles that are going to go on sale in about 6 months. And what happens is at the resort, they have a place where the kids and adults can go, and when they put on those goggles, they are going to be able to go. We're shooting the top destinations in the world because we're going back to shoot all these destinations. We've gone to 80 cities around the world and shot 3,200 tour videos. We have the largest HD tour video library on the planet, and we are now going to go back with this new video player that we got and shoot it in 4K and in the VR format. And so from a timeshare company's perspective, they can allow someone to sit there and say raft down the Grand Canyon, for instance. Or to tell you the truth, as I put a link in there, the whale touching in Mandalina Bay, phenomenal experience. So when you have these goggles on, you turn left and right, and after a few minutes, you really believe you're there. So if that's not a marketing asset to have for a timeshare company, you have it on property, and you allow the people to come. And obviously, you just have content on the places that you have timeshare resorts, and allow people to fall in love with Cancun and all the other places that you go, and hook them that way. But as a get going thing, this video screen, that's a no-brainer because the resort does is they put a tent card in all the rooms and say, come down and see the concierge because we've got this video touchscreen. And when they're walking in and out of the lobby, they're looking for it and they come up and then all of a sudden your concierge slash in-house sales guy hooks them on a tour. And also you're able to show the tours in video and it gets them more enticed. At 9 o'clock in the morning when it's super busy, the loop is playing, entertaining them. They're coming up and touching the screen. There's a variety of assets of that. And considering that hardware unit used to cost me $5,200, and now you can get it for, I don't know, $600 or $700, and you lease that over 3 years, my coffee bill is more than that. Okay, Matt, let me know.